CJ Flyer back with another YouTube video. In today's video, we have yet another NBA 2K24 Rebuild Restart Challenge, aka the Blow It Up Challenge, in which we take all 5 starters from an NBA team and we trade them all away, with the goal being to win an NBA championship within that same season. So in this video, we're going, again, alphabetical order, just going through, not picking anyone in particular. We're going with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They are off to a little bit of a rocky start, but I do think part of that is because Darius Garland has been injured for the first few games to start the season. Nonetheless, they have NBA finalist or Eastern Conference champion Max Strus here from the Miami Heat last season. He is one of the 5 starters as of recent. Cleveland's kind of been playing around with their starting lineup. Okoro got some starts. But we're going to go with the most recent one as I am recording this video, which is Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, and Max Strus. And so we're going to be trading away those 5 players in an attempt to get an NBA championship roster and win the NBA Finals in the first season. So we get to keep Caris LeVert unless he's involved in a trade. Okoro, Rubio, Dean Wade, Yang. I mean, we have some good backups here. Tristan Thompson, he's been getting some hustle stats. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so if we can get someone that's at least an 89 overall for Donovan Mitchell, I'll be happy. And I'm sure, as we've seen in all the previous Restart Challenge videos, if you watch them, I'm sure that Jaylen Brown is going to pop up. And sure enough, let's go. Yep, there he is. Jaylen Brown. Not even surprised. Now, I did skip over some good-looking trades here. We could get Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris for Donovan Mitchell and Tristan Thompson, getting some decent value. Obviously, Tobias Harris is not like the end-all, be-all, like, you know, greatest star role player of all time. But, you know, obviously this is, I would say it's about as good as I could hope for in terms of getting some value. Now, again, you know, in real life, this would be a really dumb, well, not necessarily a dumb trade, but, you know, we're trading, you know, Donovan Mitchell's sort of, yeah, we're trading for 2 expiring deals. It's not that great, but again, the goal is just to win a championship in the first year. This one is okay. Chris Middleton, Bobby Portis. This trade, I don't care for Patrick Williams. I'm not excited for this one at all. We need to keep in mind, Donovan Mitchell, a lot of scoring, so we need a great scorer in return. Paul George, yeah, this is a great trade. I'd be okay with this, I think. DeJounte Murray and Clint Capella, that's some good value. Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, we see that one a lot. We see Lauri Markkanen pops up a lot. De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk. We got Jalen Brunson and Emmanuel Quickley. Yeah, looks like with Donovan Mitchell, we're getting some, wow, Michael Bridges and Nick Claxton? I mean, this is a pretty solid trade. I mean, yeah, wow. Tyrese Halliburton and Bruce Brown? Okay, man, I'm getting a little bit excited here. Brandon Ingram, OG Anunoby, I mean, man, like, this makes this Bradley Beal offer look kind of not that great. And I mean, I know we get the fan favorite Bol, but, you know, we're simulating here. Anthony Edwards, we have not seen him in any Restart Challenge videos pop up yet. This is a dud of a trade. I don't want to do this. All right, so we have, I might need to start writing these down. We got a lot of different options here. I like the Sixers trade. I like anything where we're getting like two players for 1 here. I mean, like, maybe not this Jazz one, but I am a fan of potentially of the Brunson Quickley trade. This Nets one. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I overvalue Nick Claxton, but I think he's a really great defender. I mean, I like this one. I like it a lot. And I like the Tyrese Halliburton, Bruce Brown trade as well. So those are my top 2 right now, I would say. Let's just go ahead. Let's see what else is out there. So if we did the Michael Bridges, Nick Claxton, that's a forward and a center. So we'd no longer need any centers. And actually, if we look at the rest of the roster, yeah, I mean, we can put in Caris LeVert into the starting lineup if it turns out to be that way. Same with Okoro, just depending on what we get in return for some of these other players. So if we were to do the Michael Bridges and Nick Claxton trade, it would be ideal to get a point guard that is good quality, and another scoring guard as well. So Chris Middleton wouldn't be too bad. I don't really care much for the Tobias Harris one. I do like that it's 2 players for 1. That is pretty nice. Drew Holiday, that would be pretty good. This is a 2 birds, 1 stone kind of deal because Max Strus is also a starter. We'd get Drew Holiday and Derek White. DeJounte Murray and Clint Capella. That's a good one. That's a good one right there, but I just don't like pairing Capella with Claxton, so we'd have Capella coming off the bench. So that's something to consider. Bam Adebayo, Miles Bridges and Terry Rozier, don't really care for that. Lauri Markkanen and Talen Horton-Tucker. This is looking, I like this. So then we would end up with De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, and then we can get Michael Bridges and Nick Claxton. That's a solid deal right there. I like this one a lot. I really like this one a lot. Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, that's all right. This is okay. Yeah, just I don't really see anything else. That Fred VanVleet, I don't value him very highly, to be honest. Although it does look like the value here is pretty good as well. So all in all, Anthony Simons, Robert Williams, that's not too bad either. But yeah, I think, okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go through with that Kings trade. We're going to get De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis. Do that trade. There we go. And now we're going to go back into the roster. First, we gotta make these guys untouchable. So let's go ahead and update that. And then we're going to go back to the Donovan Mitchell trade finder. We're going to go ahead and get Michael Bridges. And, we got some new trades popping up. Oh, no, never mind. These are the same trades. Paul George, obviously, big name, but he's not quite the player he used to be. So we're going right back to this. Yeah, Michael Bridges, Nick Claxton. Let's go ahead and do this one. Because, obviously, neither of these 2 players is of the same, individually is as good as Donovan Mitchell. But we get a lot of depth. And that's kind of what I'm valuing right now. So any one of these guys any one of, I would say, these 3 can score a lot of points. So I'm okay with not having a 90 overall player. That's fine with me. So now at this point, we've traded away 3 of the 5 starters. We still have to trade Mobley and trade Max Strus. And we have a point guard. We have a small forward. Honestly, Michael Bridges could fill in the shooting guard if he really needed to. We got Sabonis. I'm probably going to put him at the 4, and we'll put Nick Claxton at the 5 or vice versa. Switch them around, whatever we want to do. And potentially one's coming off the bench depending on the next couple trades here. But yeah, let's go ahead, see what we can get for Evan Mobley. Put that in the trade finder. And okay, Patrick Williams, get out of here. Ooh, okay. Oh no, sorry. We gotta make Domantas Sabonis untradeable. Totally forgot to do that. Or wait a minute, he is untouchable. Why is he popping up in the trade finder? He should not be popping up in the trade finder if I marked him as untouchable. Let me just make sure. Okay, everyone should be good now. Okay. Give me that Evan Mobley trade finder again. Let's see. Hopefully that doesn't glitch again. Nothing should pop up when the player is untouchable. He's coming up anyways. Okay, I'm not sure why that's happening. We might need to find some way to work around that. Russell Westbrook and Zubac. I don't know how Westbrook does in simulations. This might be something we try out. I don't know, though. I don't really need him. See, again, why is Michael Bridges showing up in here? He's added to the Untouchables. It must be some kind of glitch. This is going to be kind of hard to work around if this keeps happening. This is not too bad. DeJounte Murray and Okongwu. Sabonis again popping in there. We're just going to have to ignore those when they pop up. Oh, Lauri Markkanen and Walker Kessler for the last 2 starters. This is worth considering. Obviously, we'd have either of Walker Kessler or Claxton Sabonis would definitely be starting. Probably put Walker Kessler coming off the bench. Okay, this one here, we got Keegan Murray and Malik Monk. That's pretty solid. That probably fits a little bit better. Brunson. I don't know that I really want to pair Brunson with De'Aaron Fox, but I suppose Fox could always go into the shooting guard slot. Franz Wagner, yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Aaron Gordon, that would be nice. Jaden Ivey, maybe for a long-term solution. De'Aaron Fox showing up. He shouldn't be showing up. Jalen Williams is pretty good. That's more long-term. What the heck? No way. Evan Mobley for Anthony Edwards? Okay, well, I think it's kind of a done deal. I don't think any of these other trade offers are going to top that. Like the other good one that we could have gone with is, I guess, this DeJounte Murray one and the Jazz one. But yeah, okay, well, that's an easy choice for me. I'm fine with getting rid of Karis LeVert, Kyle Anderson. That's a solid role player. Yeah, we're going with this trade here, and there you go. Now all we have left to do, we're gonna make Anthony Edwards untouchable, and honestly, we kind of have a starting lineup already, and we still have one more starter to trade in Max Strus. So let's go ahead and pop him into the trade finder and see what pops up here. Max Strus, what can you get for us? Norman Powell, that would not be a bad pickup. Luke Kennard, we can get Clint Capella coming off the bench. That would be nice. Duncan Robinson, Kelly Olynyk. Tim Hardaway Jr., that'd be nice scoring option. He's been in a lot of trade rumors to Cleveland, typically for Karis LeVert. Dorian Finney-Smith would be an all right pickup. TJ McConnell coming off the bench. Victor Oladipo, probably not. Nurkic coming off the bench, that would be something. We could get LeVert right back. I don't know why we would do that, but okay. I'm considering the Clint Capella trade. I'm considering but I don't want to get rid of Dean Wade. I would consider the Mitchell Robinson trade otherwise, but yeah, that's really, I would say, Norman Powell, Clint Capella, and that's, I mean, maybe this Dorian Finney-Smith or Tim Hardaway Jr. trade. I got to look at the roster one more time here. Let's see what we have again. So for point guard, we have De'Aaron Fox. We got Rubio as the backup. We also have Ty Jerome. For shooting guard, we have no backup shooting guy. I mean, he's not playing. Sam Morrill's not playing. We got Michael Bridges and Okoro for the small forward, so we don't really need to pile up there. Power forward is the weak position, although Sabonis will be going it. Actually, that's kind of tough. I feel like Sabonis makes more sense at the 4 just because he could shoot. I know Nick Claxton does not shoot threes, so maybe what we do, so Sabonis would be at the 4, Nick Claxton would be at the 5. Do we need a backup center? Not really. Ideally, we have someone that's more of like a forward or a guard. I mean, we could still go for Clint Capella. It's not going to be the end of the world. So let's go back. Max Strus once again. Let's take a look at this. I don't want Marcus Morris, Norman Powell. See, that would be the scoring that we were talking about. That would be nice to have. Luke Kennard as well. He can shoot the ball. Yeah, this one is just for 2 more centers, so I don't know that it just doesn't really work out very well. And some of these other ones, yeah, but yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't know. I'm tempted to go for the Clint Capella trade just because of the overall rating, but realistically, I think it would be nice to have some scoring off the bench in Tim Hardaway Jr. And he can average 20 a game. I mean, if we look at his stats, he hasn't averaged near 20 since his 1 year where he spent half the season in New York. But, I mean, he is capable. He has had games where he has scored 20 points per game or more. So he is very much capable of going off. I wouldn't say he's a similar player to Max Strus because Max Strus does a little bit more catch and shoot. Not that Tim Hardaway Jr. doesn't have catch and shoot moments, but anyways, okay, I'm done rambling. We got the roster. You have De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Edwards, Michael Bridges, Sabonis, and Claxton as the starting lineup. I think that's pretty solid. Obviously, none of these 5 guys really have a lot of deep playoff experience. Like they've been in the playoffs or at least scratched the surface, right? But none of these 5 have really, disrespectful to Michael Bridges. He made the NBA Finals with the Phoenix Suns. What am I saying? So we got one guy. One guy has made it pretty far. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s made a conference finals. Yeah, so I think it's a good lineup. I think it's got potential to do well, to make it at least to the second round, but I've been proven wrong before. Let's go ahead, rebuild this rotation here. And they want to start Kyle Anderson. 2K, no. We're putting Sabonis in the starting lineup. Please don't do that to me. Okay. And all in all, I think the minutes are fairly good, although I guess Sabonis would just slide to the 5. Kyle Anderson would come in at power forward. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, no need to overthink this. Let's just go ahead, start simulating these games, and see what happens. All right, season is finished. Luka wins the MVP with 32 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists, and averaging 1.5 steals per game. Interesting. Victor Wembanyama, I mean, I don't even know why I read this off every time. We know he's winning Rookie of the Year every simulation. Karl Anthony Towns is not a starter. 6th man of the year. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Talen Horton-Tucker, Most Improved. Julius Randle, Clutch Player of the Year. And the Grizzlies finished number 1 in the Western Conference, getting Coach of the Year. Lakers 3rd in the conference with Executive of the Year. I'm not sure what moves they made to earn that, but we will check right into that in a second. Okay, so looking over through the All-NBA teams, and I am not seeing anyone from our team. Oh, I spoke too soon. All right, All-NBA 3rd team, De'Aaron Fox snuck in there. And then as for the defensive team, Nick Claxton gets all defensive 1st team honors. No one on the all-defensive 2nd team, and that will be all. So let's go ahead and advance. We finished with an okay record, not as good as I was hoping for. If we go ahead to the standings here, the Milwaukee Bucks get the 1 seed in the East, with the only team being over 50 wins. And like I said, it's an okay record. Did finish with the 3rd seed, 46 wins, 36 losses. The Bulls getting the 2nd seed. Hawks the 3rd seed, and here we go again. It's always at least one of the Celtics or Bucks. They fall into this late seed, and of course, they are the first round matchup for the Cavs. I'm about to cry myself to sleep. I mean, the last few challenges, the Boston Celtics have been our demise in every one of these challenges, it feels like. So, yeah, that's what we have to go up against here. The Pistons make the play-in, good for them. The Nets fail to make the playoffs at all. After we made that trade to get Michael Bridges and Nick Claxton. And then going over to the Western Conference, it's the teams that you would expect outside of, I guess, the Minnesota Timberwolves. They took a step up. And the Suns. Oh, what happened to the Suns? There must be injuries, right? They signed John Wall. Okay, interesting. And is Beal hurt, or is he on the bench? Okay, we have some observations we need to look into here. If we go over the Suns, I know normally we just look at players that we traded away, but I just need to see here what happened to Bradley. He must have gotten injured at some point and just got back, maybe. Very, very intrigued to know what happened here and why John Wall's playing 30 minutes per game. He got signed on, I guess, late in the season, started 27 games, and I mean, he's not playing too bad. He's playing all right. His three-point percentage is a little low, but other than that, I mean, it's not too bad. But the team missed the playoffs. That's not what you want to see. Okay, let's start looking at some of these players that we traded away. Donovan Mitchell on the Brooklyn Nets, they missed the playoffs. Also a little bit of a surprise, although we did take away an important piece from them in Nick Claxton. So it doesn't look like they really, filled that gap. I guess you have Ben Simmons, but is Ben Simmons really similar as far as the interior defensive capabilities of Nick Claxton? Not really. Cam Johnson's out, but it doesn't look like he's out for that long. Yeah, I mean, that's weird. Okay, yeah, well, Nets fell flat, that is for sure. And unfortunate for Donovan Mitchell. As for the Sacramento Kings, Darius Garland getting 24 points per game and nearly 8 assists. He shot a good percentage from the field and from the three-point line. Jared Allen also having a great season, averaging a double-double and getting nearly 2 blocks. Did the Kings make the playoffs? I do not recall. If we go back to the standings here, they did make the play-in. Okay, good for them. And then 2 other teams we have to look at are the Minnesota Timberwolves and, of course, the Dallas Mavericks, my favorite team. So if we go over to the Timberwolves, actually Mavericks will come up first. So Luka getting the MVP. We traded them. Max Strus, how did he fare? He got 12 points per game and shot 40% from three, which is, that's more than what the Mavs could hope for, honestly. Getting rid of Tim Hardaway Jr. player for player, I'd be happy about that in real life. Not that I despise Tim Hardaway Jr. or anything, and he can score, and he's been doing pretty well so far to start the season. But like, if we got a player that was shooting 40% from three in return, I mean, I'd be pretty ecstatic. Not gonna lie. And then what else? We have the Timberwolves. That's who I said. Yeah. So we traded them. Evan Mobley, and he turned out to have the most minutes. That's right, yeah, because Karl Anthony Towns lost his starting spot to Evan Mobley, and then Rudy Gobert was the starting center. So that's why Towns started coming off the bench. That's how he won Sixth Man of the Year. He had the second most minutes on the team, but was coming off the bench. Interesting dynamic here in Minnesota. I guess their scoring guard, after trading away Anthony Edwards, they have Karis LeVert, who averaged 13.5 points per game. And what were his shooting percentages? Not too bad, actually. Not too bad at all. He's had his moments in real life where he's just thrown up some questionable shots. And actually, if we look at that three-point percentage, he did pretty well last year for the Cavs. But yeah, in previous seasons, it's up and down. But anyways. Okay, so all in all, looking pretty good for the players that we traded away, other than, Donovan Mitchell going to a team that couldn't even make the play-in, I guess. And then if we go ahead and look at our team's stats, De'Aaron Fox, the leading scorer with 24 points per game, 7 assists and a steal, and shooting well from the field, Anthony Edwards, a close second in the scoring department with 22 points per game. We got Michael Bridges with his contribution. We got Sabonis with a double-double. Claxton almost getting a double-double. And then we got some good players off the bench. It looks like Tim Hardaway Jr. is unfortunately out for this season with a torn ACL. That's ugly. His three-point percentage, like I said, in real life, like if we got someone, if the Mavs got someone that was 40% from the field, or 40% from three, I should say. Yeah, that would be nice. The rest of the players, making the contributions where they're needed. Isaac Okoro shot good percentage and made his contributions. Rubio came back. He got some assists, and that's all we can really ask for. Okay, so again, the dreaded matchup against the Boston Celtics. I'm not looking forward to this at all. Not at all. I'm tired of the Celtics in this restart challenge. Thankfully, at least this time, we didn't trade for any of their players or make their core better by giving them 2 MVP talented players. So let's go ahead and we win game 1. Okay, feeling good so far. Up 2-0. That is a first when simulating against the Celtics. Oh my goodness, are we about to sweep? No way. Oh no, please do not give up a 3-0 lead, please. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. Oh, the Celtics. Oh, man. I do not like to see... Okay, we got a lead so far. It's a 10-point lead. It's... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Please. I do not need this in my life. The Boston Celtics... Wait, how do I stop? Okay, we got to stop this simulation. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna jump in. I don't want to take control of any of the teams. I just want to watch. So 46 seconds left. Oh shoot, I am taking control. Let me go ahead and give up control. Oh my gosh, what is that view? Maybe just a broadcast camera, or the 2K one. Yeah, what? Hold up. Used for this game only. Why? There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Celtics have the ball, 46 seconds left in the game. They're down by 4. All the Cleveland fans are on their feet, and why? Okay, 2K needs to fix their logic. I mean, normally you call the timeout while you're, inbounding the ball. You don't inbound and then call another timeout. Whatever. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Okay, back again with the inbound. Refs got the ball. Come on, let's give it over to Al Horford. Hopefully they don't call another weird timeout again. Okay, pass into Jaylen Brown up at the top. He's going to try to drive in here on Michael Bridges. Michael Bridges, obviously known as a good defender. Looks like they're calling ISO. Surprised they're not giving it to Tatum, but Brown must have been hot. Oh, he gets a wide open mid-range. Knocking that one down. And Cleveland up by 2 now. 34 seconds left. De'Aaron Fox with the ball trying to get around Drew Holiday. Oh, geez. Okay. A lot of stumbling and falling. Looks like the Celtics are finally going to foul intentionally. Edwards at the line. First free throw. Oh, no. That's a brick. Oh, geez. Maybe I should have just let the game simulate out. I didn't need to witness this. I'm probably gonna cry myself to sleep tonight if the Celtics end up winning this game. Okay. Cavs up by 3. Timeout Celtics. It's their last timeout. All right, inbound the ball again. Tatum with the ball this time. I guess he's a little bit injured, but oh my gosh, he's putting up the fading 3, missing it. Fox with the board. There's no shot clock. That's an immediate foul. If he can make at least one, that should just about do it. So Michael Bridges hyping him up, teaching him, hey, remember, this is how you shoot your free throws, okay? Get, good form, all that stuff. All right, and okay, thank goodness. So I did not want to have another one of these simulation videos. End with the Boston Celtics. Too many of them already. I mean, this is only like the fourth one, but already too many. Ending with the Celtics ending our season. All right, here comes Tatum again. They're down by 5. He does not seem to have much of a sense of urgency. Al Horford from the corner, missing that. And Claxton getting the board. We're going to the free throw line again. I mean, this is pretty much over. I'm just afraid to hit the simulate button in case of some 2K cheese. They've done some weird stuff before. Cavs up by 6, up by 7. Yeah, it's over. Brown's going to put up a contested 3. It's over. It's over. Oh my gosh, that went in and out. All right. Cavaliers are going on to the second round. That's the farthest we've made it so far in this type of a challenge. De'Aaron Fox with 27 points. Domantas Sabonis with 23. Michael Bridges with 20. And then over on the Celtics side, same thing. 3 players with 20 points apiece. Anthony Edwards, not as good of a game, but he did shoot well from the field. So, we'll let it slide. We won, okay? We won. Thank goodness. And let's go ahead now, simulate the rest of that round. And here we are. Okay. Round 2 versus Miami. Did they trade for anyone in particular during the season? Doesn't look like it. Looks like they have a pretty similar lineup, although it looks like they did sign Kevin Porter Jr. to a contract. That probably wouldn't happen in real life, but hey, this is all a fantasy simulation anyways. And okay, tied 1-1 in the first 2 games. Miami going up 2-1, tied 2-2. All right, we're up 3-2 here going into Game 6 and back to another Game 7. Okay, back to the Simcast. Here we go. Simulating it again and up to the early lead. Bouncing back to Miami. It's going back and forth, neck and neck here late in the third. Looks like Miami's got a little bit of a lead here. Yeah, that's game. That's game. Okay, Cleveland loses. We don't make it past the second round again, but, I'm just glad we made it against Boston. I'm so tired of losing to Boston in simulations. Okay, so let's go ahead and simulate the rest of the playoffs here. Going into the NBA Finals, it is James Harden leading the way for the Los Angeles Clippers, getting Western Conference Finals MVP. Trae Young for the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, getting 30 points per game. Simulate the Finals and the Clippers sweep. That's, honestly, I would have expected that in real life too with that matchup. And wow, yeah, James Harden shooting over 50% from the three-point line. Looking good. That's the video. Let me know in the comments down below, should something have been done differently? Was I blinded by the Michael Bridges, Nick Claxton trade? I don't really think so. I still think that was a good trade. I think it just got a little bit unlucky with Miami. Nonetheless, tying as far as we've made it so far. We made it to the second round with the Sixers as well. So hopefully in a future one, we can make it at least to the Eastern Conference Finals or Western Conference, whatever team. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.